Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the Nutri Ninja and the Nutribullet, two popular blenders out there today. We're going to give you an in-depth comparison. Stay tuned. So we decided to do this video because we wanted to give consumers a better way to compare these two blenders. These are two very popular machines right now. They're both under $80 and so they're very affordable, but the differences are kind of striking despite the similarity in pricing. So check out the specs below. We have all of our notes down there and we also have links to the actual product so you can take a look at what the manufacturer says about it as well as all the smaller details. So let's take a look inside and see how the pieces fit together. So this is our first look at the two blenders side by side. The Nutri Ninja comes with 6 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're looking at the motor and 2 cups plus the blade and then also the two lids for the cups. And then the Nutribullet as well. There's 2 cups, the motor, and then 2 lips for the cups, and then plus the blade as well. Upon the first inspection, the 2 motors are actually pretty similar. The Nutri Ninja is slightly bigger. It's got a 900 watt motor, and this one's got a 600 watt motor. So, but the motors are both fairly solid at the base, which is good because when you start the motor, you don't want things knocking over or slipping out of your hand. We're going to take a better look at how the blenders work. So we noticed that the Nutri Ninja and the Nutribullet's cords are quite a bit different in length. The Nutribullet is actually about 6 or 7 inches longer, which is a definite advantage when you're trying to arrange stuff in your kitchen to fit these blenders. Makes it a lot easier for the Nutribullet to fit in your kitchen. One of the advantages to the Nutri Ninja is the support that the base gives while it's sitting on your counter. The rubber grips are much wider and they provide better stability on the counter. The Nutribullet has 4 round feet, so this is a little bit less support. So looking at the blades here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 large blades on the Nutri Ninja blade, and then you've got 2 of the smaller blades up here. You're definitely gonna have more points here, so it's a lot more sharpness. And so cleaning it is going to take a little bit more caution because you've got a lot of exposed sharp edges here. However, the way the blade rests on the plastic base is much easier to rinse off and get to with the water, so you can get into all the little crevices when after you blend something, you want to get the little food particles out. So that's the Nutri Ninja blade. This is the Nutribullet blade, and as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blades. There are many less sharp edges, and the blades are actually rounded to protect you from getting cut. So this is a pretty big advantage. However, the way the blade is shaped onto the plastic base, it's a little bit harder to get in there if you've got some food particles stuck. So you'll need a more powerful washer to get the blade completely clean, but in general the 2 blades are shaped very, very differently, and we're going to see how they perform after we start blending stuff. So let's take a look at the 2 cup sets from the 2 blenders. The Nutri Ninja has a heavier construction on the cups. And also the grooves on the cups are actually inside the rim. So if you wanted to sip directly from the cup, it's slightly more comfortable. The grooves don't bump against your lips and teeth. The Nutri Ninja also comes with these 2 travel lids, and they also seal. So it's easier to blend something in the morning and take it with you to the gym or to work with you. Let's take a look at the Nutribullet. Nutribullet's construction is slightly lighter. The cups are definitely feel like they weigh less, and they also come with these comfortable screw-on lips for the cups, and this one even has a handle, so you can also take that with you, although there's no cover, so it's a little bit less portable. And also the grooves on the Nutribullet's cups are actually outside, so if you do try to sip directly from the cup, it's slightly less comfortable since the grooves might bump against your lips. So let's take a look at the capacity for the 2 cups. We were curious about the fill lines and the amount of smoothie you would end up with. So here's the max fill line on the Nutri Ninja, and here's the max fill line on the Nutribullet. So actually, they are about the same. If you take a look, we just reached the max fill line there. So the capacity is actually very, very similar, if not identical. So we're going to take a look at how fluids behave when the blades are activated, and we're going to do it with water so you can check out the vortex and see how the fluids move around when they're being blended. So let's start with the Nutri Ninja first. This one, remember, has the more powerful motor. It's 900 watts. Let's take a look and see how the water reacts. Now, if you'll notice, when I took my hand off, the motor stopped. So I actually have to keep my hand on the cup, so I have to maintain pressure in order for the motor to keep going. So there's not a hands-free feature on the Nutri Ninja. Now, moving over to the Nutribullet, let's take a look at how the water reacts to the blades. So I think the water actually moves pretty similarly no matter which blade it is, but there is a hands-free feature on the Nutribullet. So that's kind of an advantage to the Nutribullet, is you can take your hand off and you don't have to sit there and press on it the whole time. So let's take a look and do the 2 blenders at the same time, just so you can get a side-by-side comparison of the water's reaction. As you can see, they're pretty similar. They both stop around the same time. The Nutribullet has a slightly smaller motor at 600 watts, so you may need to give it another half second or so of blending in order for you to get the texture that you want in your smoothie. But all in all, very similar behavior with the fluids. So now let's actually make a couple of smoothies and see how these blenders perform. So we're going to take some frozen strawberries, some apples and carrot, and also some almond milk, and we're going to blend it up side by side, and you'll get to see how the blenders perform. So let's stick these in the cup and add some ice. Same thing with the Nutribullet. Add some ice. And now we're going to add enough almond milk to make it easier to blend. Okay. Now you'll want to screw on the blades very, very tightly so they don't come loose during blending, because that makes a really big mess. All right. So now we have our 2 smoothies. One thing I did notice about the Nutri Ninja is that the motor is slightly louder on the Nutri Ninja. It is a bigger motor, so it is slightly louder. The Nutribullet is slightly, it's definitely not as loud. So let's take a look at the inside, how the smoothies turned out. This is the Nutribullet. So it does turn out very smooth, very fine. This is the Nutri Ninja. Also very similar texture. So overall, these 2 blenders are very similar. Now the Nutri Ninja is slightly less expensive with a bigger motor. Now it is, like I said, it's a little bit louder, But overall, I think I would prefer the Nutri Ninja because it has a just slightly more solid base, and the materials are sturdier, and it also has the convenient travel lids. So, but do check out the links below. We have lots more reviews there from other users, so you'll get plenty of opinions. And also check out our notes so you can get more details on both of these blenders. So we're really excited to share this information with you. Keep watching, and we'll see you guys soon.